Hi everyone, Ellion here with Shop Ellion, and I decided to do a little tutorial today to show you how to clean out old candle jars. Sometimes you want to use them for something else, or sometimes you might want me to make new candles in them. With this idea because someone asked me to do a custom order for them, which happens sometimes, and there's 4 jars right here that I need to clean out anyway, so I'm just going to try to show you a video as I go, so bear with me. Sometimes really the only tools you need is soap and water and paper towel. But I'm gonna kind of go through a few different scenarios, but this heat tool embossing gun is a good thing to have to help you melt the wax. I got this heat gun actually for embossing and just found out that it works for this later, but I got it at Hobby Lobby. I think normal price is $24.99, but it's on sale right now for $12.50, at least on the website. But you can find them everywhere. Yeah, this is the same one from Hobby Lobby. I'm sure you get anything 50% off. You know how that goes. But they have them, you know, from $18 to $30 range, and you can find them anywhere. Here are a few jars. This is one I cleaned out in the past, so it's already done. This one came to me, it's pretty clean, it's just soap and water. Basically, this one came to me, it looks like they tried to clean it out a little bit. Normally I just use a plastic fork or a knife and just kind of, if there's a lot of wax left, just scrape it out, the majority of it, and then it kind of ends up looking like this. After 30 seconds or so it's completely melted, and just get the sides. And then after, you just wipe it out with some paper towel and soap and water. After I wiped out the wax really good with paper towel, I just put soap, clean it out with some water, and then it's done. Okay, next scenario. With this one, which you can see there's a little wax residue, and there's also the black smoke residue. After you burn your candle for a while, if you blow it out, before you light it again, trim the wick, get the black part off, get it to about 1/4 of an inch, and it'll help out with this black smoke issue. First, I just kind of get a wet paper towel and wipe. It'll come off eventually. If not, use soap and water. It's kind of hard to do with one hand. But it'll get your hands kind of dirty probably. This one's going to be a little harder to do, but I'm going to use the heat gun, and I'm going to go all the way around where I see wax, get it melted off, get my hand in there with some paper towel and a little elbow grease. I put the gun all around on it. The glass is really hot, it'll get really hot, but you can see there's just a few little smears, so I'm just gonna maybe heat it up again, wipe it out one more time, and clean it with soap and water. Okay, 3 down. Now, some people ask me if you can heat up the jars to melt the wax, and I would say yes, but sometimes the wicks are still in there, and that's metal, so no, you can't do that when there's wicks. Sometimes these are easy to get out, but what I do is just hot glue these wick holders to the bottom. Sometimes they just pop right off. Sometimes you could just pull them off with your fingers, and sometimes you have to wedge them off, and I'll use like a knife. I don't really care. It looks like it might be some sort of epoxy right there, so it might, I don't know really what's gonna happen, so let me try and see. I did get it off with a knife. Just wedge the knife under there and push really hard, and hopefully you don't break the glass and everything too. But another thing I was thinking is I could heat it up with the heat gun again, and maybe it would. I cleaned it out with some soap and water, paper towel, and they are all done. And that's it. Then you can use them for whatever else you want, or I can make candles in them. I have some in my jars. These are some ideas. Q-tips. Really, you could put anything in there. Makeup brushes. This is my tumbler jars. Look how cute. And if you have these, some of my ideas were you could store like paper clips or rubber bands or anything on them, and you can even glue a magnet on the back and hang it on the fridge or a piece of metal. And there you go. Alright, that's it. Super easy. I hope it wasn't too boring. I hope it was educational. And recycle some jars. Maybe I'll put this video on the site if I figure out how to do video edits.